The time I accidentally joined a squirrel-worshipping cult while looking for apartment. This is wild. I never thought my housing search would lead me down this path, but here we are. Like most recent college grads, I was desperate to find affordable housing in the city. My budget was tight, my standards were low, and my patience was wearing thin after touring 37 different apartments with various deal-breakers. Black mold, roommates who don't believe in showering, and one place where the landlord insisted on conducting midnight safety inspections while wearing night vision goggles. So when I found a listing for a garden level 1 bedroom in a brownstone for $800 below market rate, I knew there had to be a catch, but I was willing to risk it. The ad mentioned something about communal activities and appreciation for nature's guardians, but I figured it was just standard eco-friendly hipster stuff. The woman who showed me the apartment, Serena, seemed normal enough, if a bit intense about the oak tree in the backyard. It's the center of our community, she explained, showing me the beautifully renovated kitchen with granite countertops. We gather there every third day of the waxing moon. I nodded politely, mentally calculating how much I'd save on rent over the course of a year. The place was gorgeous. Hardwood floors, updated bathroom, and even a separate office nook. When she mentioned that part of the lease agreement included participating in communal rituals, I barely hesitated before signing. That's how I found myself, 3 weeks later, standing in the backyard at 3 a.m. wearing a hood made from acorns and twine, chanting phrases in what I later learned was ancient squirrel, a language Serena claimed to have received in visions. It turned out that I had unwittingly joined the cult of the sacred acorn, a group of 30 otherwise normal professionals who believed that squirrels were messengers from another dimension, sent to guide humanity toward enlightenment. The worst part wasn't even the rituals. It was that they expected me to leave offerings of premium nuts on my windowsill daily, which attracted so many squirrels that my apartment became their headquarters. I'd wake up to find them perched on my furniture, staring at me with their beady eyes. One particularly bold squirrel, whom the cult members reverently called the ambassador, had a habit of stealing my socks and arranging them in geometric patterns on my kitchen floor. By month 3, things had escalated. Serena announced that the ambassador had spoken to her, declaring that our building needed to become a squirrel sanctuary. Suddenly, my beautiful apartment was being retrofitted with elaborate squirrel tunnels running through the walls. My neighbors, all cult members, as it turned out, began wearing tail extensions and practicing what they called authentic squirrel movements. I tried to leave, but discovered my lease had a bizarre exit clause requiring me to pay 6 months' rent plus spiritual severance, which involved donating 20 pounds of organic walnuts and undergoing a de-enlightening ceremony. The final straw came when I returned home from work to find my apartment filled with acorns, literally filled, like a ball pit, from floor to ceiling. It took me 3 hours to dig a path to my bedroom, only to find the ambassador sleeping on my pillow wearing a tiny crown made of my watch parts. I moved out that night, leaving everything behind. I'm now living in my car, which is parked safely away from any trees. My credit is ruined. I'm being sued by the cult of the sacred acorn for spiritual abandonment. And somehow, despite being miles away from my old apartment, I keep finding acorns in my shoes every morning. So if you see an apartment listing that mentions anything about nature's guardians, or seems suspiciously affordable, just keep scrolling. Some deals are too good to be true, and some squirrels are too powerful to oppose.